Welcome into your flow tonight. We're going to be just focusing on building up a bit of a sweat, but also relaxing everything down as per requested from Kiera. So when you're ready, just making sure you're in a comfortable seat. And when you're ready, we're actually going to inhale the arms up towards the sky. And interlace the fingers and press the hands up to the sky and just allow the chest a little forward and the gaze to lift. So we're opening the throat. And then as you're ready, releasing the arms out to the sides, the gaze is forwards. And you're going to twist around to your right and just lower the hands. So the left hand's going to come down to the outside of the right leg. And the right hand, you can either wrap around the body or just draw in towards the tailbone. And if it's comfortable, twist a little more from the belly than the ribs and the shoulders, and maybe turn the gaze out over that right shoulder. And just breathing up and down the body. And if you're feeling like you need a little bit more height, feel free to grab a pillow and pop it under your dress. Just so you can create a little bit more space through the front of the hips and the lower back. And then as you're ready, inhale, reaching the arms up. And we're going to swap it over to the other side. So we're going to take right hand to the outside of the left leg, left thumb draws in towards the tailbone, fingers pointing away, breathing up the spine. Exhale, turning from the belly, then the ribs, then maybe the shoulders, then maybe the gaze looks out over the left shoulder. And taking 3 deep breaths here, just starting to feel the breath moving a little more in the body as you open through the chest. And as you're ready, inhaling back to center, reaching the arms up. Taking the hands behind the body so your fingers point towards the feet. The heels of the hands are on the floor. If you're kneeling, then the knees are just out in front. If you're sitting cross-legged, maybe just popping one leg in front of the other instead of immediately over the other. Pressing into the heels of the hands and drawing the shoulder blades towards each other, drawing them back and down, and then maybe lifting the gaze. If you're comfortable here, maybe engaging the buttocks and lifting the hips, stretching through the front of the hip. Taking 3 breaths here. As you exhale, chin draws in towards the chest, pressing into the hands and folding yourself forwards. 3 breaths here. Looking up towards the hands and walking the hands over towards your left, just as far over as feels okay. 3 breaths here, up and down the right side as you stretch all the way up from the tailbone to the right fingers. And then inhale, hands back through the center. And then gently over towards the right. Just giving the spine time to rebalance, just taking it as far as feels okay for you. Relax the head and neck, breathing up and down the left side of the spine. And then inhale the hands back to center and coming onto all fours. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Inhale, opening the front body. Shoulders draw towards the pelvis. Exhale, rounding through back body. Chin tucks in, tailbone curls in. Just repeating this for 4 more of your own breaths. It's trying to create more space between each vertebra, supporting our nervous system, supporting the blood flow in the body. Every time we expand an area, blood flows in. Every time we contract an area and make it smaller, the blood flows out. So by moving front and back, we're circulating blood flow to the front and back of the body. Really moving the hips, really moving the shoulders. Good work. Next, inhale, coming back to neutral spine, taking the hands a little wider, maybe knees a little wider, snaking your torso over towards the left hand, and then drawing towards the front, and then over to the right, and then snaking the left hip back to the left, right hip right. So it's snaking through the spine, opening through the sides of the spine. If there's anything that feels a little painful or there's anything that feels a little bit of a twinge, just modify. Maybe the hands need to be narrower or further apart. Maybe the movement needs to be smaller or it needs to be a bit bigger if you're not really feeling it. So always feeling empowered to change your practice as you need to so you are comfortable. Becoming a little more aware of your center of gravity, your center of power, 3 finger widths below the navel. And maybe starting to take a deeper breath, deeper down into the center of your being. Nice work. As you next come forward, allowing the chest all the way down, tops of the feet come to the floor, squeeze the elbows in, inhale, chest lifts, taking the elbows underneath the shoulders, pressing into the forearms, the hands, and maybe lifting the chin, the gaze a little bit, just getting the body used to a back bend, getting used to extension through the spine. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Feeling the expansion of the front of the body and the contraction through the back of the body. Pressing the tops of the feet into the floor helps to activate even more through the back body. And then as you exhale, dropping the gaze down towards the floor. Drawing the hands where the elbows were. Inhale, lifting the chest, lifting the hips. Drawing the shoulders towards each other. 3 more breaths here. Slight bend in the elbows. 2. And 1. Pressing into the hands, drawing the hips back towards the heels. Stretching the arms out in front, stretching the hips back. Inhale, looking towards the hands, drawing the hands over towards your right, hips over towards your left. Taking our lateral flexion of the spine deeper now. Lowering the gaze between the arms. 5 deep breaths up and down the left side this time. So we work out all the kinks in the body before we really get everything moving, so we know where we're at. And just being mindful of your energy levels. If you'd like to go a little slower tonight or you'd like to relax a little more, go right ahead. This is your practice. Next, inhale, drawing the hands back to center, hips back to center. Exhale, relax the head down. Inhale, gently lift the gaze, walking the hands over to the left, hips over to the right. Nice deep breaths, 5 of them into the right side, feeling that deeper stretch through the hips. Relax the head, relax the neck. Next inhale draws the hands back to center, hips back to center, tucking your toes. First downward facing dog. Hands are shoulder width, feet are hip width. Let's pedal through the legs. If those hamstrings are tight, just noticing. Nice deep breaths. Armpits engage inwards towards each other, pressing into the heels of the hands to draw the body weight back towards the feet. Next time you bend your right knee, lengthen the left leg and just swivel that right knee over to the left, just stretching out through the back of the right hip and then changing it over. And just doing this a few more times, just really integrating the hips that little bit more. And then as you're ready, inhale up onto the toes, bend your knees and walk your hands forwards behind your wrists, feet hip width apart. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthening forwards. Exhale, folding forwards. Pressing into the feet, curling yourself up one vertebra at a time. Reaching the arms up. Exhale up on toes. Inhale through the midline. Exhale, curling down. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, stepping back into your plank. If you need to, you drop the knees down, otherwise keep the legs lifted, mindful of the hips being too high. Armpits engage inwards towards each other, breathing in. Exhale, lowering down, keeping the elbows nice and close in towards the body. Tops of the feet to the floor, inhale, chest lifts, hips lift. Exhale, hips to heels, tuck toes, downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths here. Heels drawing towards the floor. If the hamstrings are too tight, just bend the knees. Nice work. As you're ready, just draw the left foot a little further forward to plant it down. Inhale, right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee into chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale away. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale away. Exhale, step your right foot all the way through. Plant the left hand, 3 circles, right arm. 2 and 3. Sweeping the right arm all the way forwards, rolling over onto the outer edges of both feet, keeping the hips lifted, reach that right arm back. 3, 2, and 1. Right arm forwards, plant both feet, lower right hand down. Left heel in, 90 degrees, press into the feet. Right forearm to thigh. 3 big circles with our left arm. 3, 2, and 1. Both hands come down either side of the front foot, stepping back into plank, breathing in. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tops of feet to floor, opening chest and hips. Exhale, hips to heels, tuck toes, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Feeling the length through the lower back, length through the whole spine as we press a little more into the heels of the hands, relax the head and neck. Pressing into right foot, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left knee into chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale away. Exhale, drawing in. Inhale away. Exhale, stepping all the way through. Use your left hand to take it the rest of the way if you need to. Nice right angle, front leg. As you're ready, plant right hand, 3 circles, left arm. 3, 2, And one, reaching left hand forwards, rolling over onto outer edges of both feet, sweeping left hand back. 3, 2, 1, reaching left hand forwards. Left hand down to the inside of the left foot, right heel in, 90 degrees, press into the feet. Left forearm comes to the thigh. 3 circles, right arm. 2, and 1. Both hands come down. Stepping back into plank, breathing in. Squeezing armpits towards each other, lower. Tops of feet to floor, inhale, opening, maybe this time knees lift as well. Exhale, lift knees are grounded, hips to heels, otherwise roll over toes. Downward facing dog, 5 breaths. Armpits engage inwards towards each other, lifting through the arches of the feet. Slight micro bend in the elbows and the knees. Relax the head and neck. 3 more breaths. In through nose, out through mouth. Inhale up on toes, exhale bend knees, stepping or jumping lightly forwards. Inhale halfway. Exhale fold. Inhale, press into feet, curling yourself up. Reaching arms up. Exhale up on toes. Inhale through midline. Exhale, curling down. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant hands, stepping or jumping back into your plank. Breathing in. Exhale, lower. Inhale, maybe rolling over the toes into upward facing dog, knees lifted. Exhale, roll over toes, downward facing dog. Planting your left foot, inhale, right leg lifts. Right foot steps all the way through. Plant left hand, 3 circles, right arm. 2, and 1. Right hand comes down to the inside of the right foot. Left heel comes in 90 degrees. You can keep the right hand grounded or forearm to thigh. Pressing arm and leg into one another if we're in the grounded version. 3 circles. Feeling that opening through the right hip. This time perhaps we bind. So we reach up, turn palm, bend elbow, back of hand to body. Press back of hand into body to open through the chest, maybe touching in, gaze up. Pressing through the outer blade of the back foot and through the front foot. 2. If it's uncomfortable for the neck, gaze to the side or down. 1. Inhale, reaching. Left arm up, exhale, left hand down. When you're ready, taking right hand to the outside of the right foot, coming up on the back toes, stepping back into your plank, breathing in. Exhale, lower. Inhale, opening the body. Exhale, downward facing dog. Planting right foot, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left foot steps through. Pressing through the back heel, 3 circles. Left arm. 2, and 1. Left hand to the inside of the left foot, right heel in 90 degrees. Either pressing into the feet to take the forearm to the thigh or keeping the left hand grounded, arm presses into leg. 3 circles, right arm. 2, and 1. Maybe we bind this time, remembering you can gaze up to the side or down depending on what feels best for the neck. Keep the lunge in the front knee. 3, 2, And 1, inhale to release the bind, lowering right hand down, left hand to the outside of left foot, step back into plank, breathing in, exhale, lower. Inhale, opening front body, exhale, downward facing dog, option of child's pose with knees on the floor if you want to rest. 5 breaths, in through nose, out through mouth. Armpits engage inwards towards each other, lower ribs in. Slight bend in knees and elbows, lifting through arches of the feet. Good work. Inhale up on toes, bend knees, stepping or perhaps jumping lightly forwards. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, curling up. Reaching up. Exhale up on toes. Inhale, hands through the midline. Exhale, opening the palms to the front. Closing the eyes. Letting the chest be open, letting the shoulders be relaxed. Feeling the strength in your body. The heat that has been built in your body. The depth of your breath in the body. Two more breaths. Last one. Beautiful. As you're ready, inhale, reaching the arms up to the sky. Exhale, sweeping the hands back behind, interlacing the fingers, drawing the shoulders back and down, hips draw forwards. 3, 2, and 1. Hinging from the hips, folding forwards. Arms either in alignment with the spine or up towards the sky or overhead. Body weight into the balls of the feet. 3, 2, and 1. Arms along the spine and then releasing hands, lowering hands down. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant hands, stepping or jumping back into your plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, open front body. Exhale, downward facing dog. Planting left foot, inhale, right foot lifts. Exhale, right knee bends, stacking right hip on top of left. And then drawing your right knee in towards your lower ribs, keeping everything else the same. Arcing it out to the side, back behind. Taking 2 more breaths, just like this. And as you finish your next circle, see whether you can step that right foot behind the left and a little over to the left. See if you can swivel on that left foot, maybe lift right arm away. Nice big circle. Lowering right hand down, extending through that right leg, and then stepping the right foot forwards. Left heel comes in 90 degrees. Press into the feet. Windmill the arms open into your warrior 2. Reaching through the fingers, tailbone scoops under, lower ribs drawn in. Inhale, lengthening the arms up, lengthen the front leg. Exhale, send the energy down through the body and out through the hands. Inhale up. Exhale out. Inhale up. Exhale out. Reaching a little further through those fingers. Inhale, lengthening the front leg. Leaning towards the front. Lowering right hand to the inside of the right leg. reaching left arm up, triangle pose. Pressing the back of the right hand into that leg into hand to create the resistance. Keep the shoulders open. 3, 2, and 1. As you're ready, lowering left hand down, right arm reaches up and back. 3, 2, and 1. Bending the front knee. 3, 2, and 1. Windmill the hands down either side of that front foot. Step back into your plank, breathing in. If you need to, lower the knees and lower the chest. Chaturanga. Tops of the feet to the floor. Inhale, chest lifts, hips lift. Maybe knees lift. Exhale, hips to heels or roll over toes. Downward facing dog. Two more breaths. One more breath. Planting right foot, left leg lifts. Then bending left knee, stacking left hip on top of right. And then drawing left knee in towards lower ribs, drawing circles with your knee. 3, 2, and 1. Maybe stepping left foot over to the right, swiveling on the right foot, lifting left arm away. Nice big circle with the left hand and then drawing it back to the floor, back to three-legged dog. And then stepping left foot through, right heel in 90, pressing into feet, windmill the arms open, warrior 2. Tailbone scoops under to open through both hips, reaching through the fingers. Sink a little deeper, and then inhale, lengthening up. Exhale, send the energy out. 2 more. Keep that left knee working out over the toes. 2 more. Last one. Extending through the fingers. Lengthening front knee. Feeling as though the front thigh spirals out, back thigh spirals in, leaning forward. Back of left hand comes to inside of left leg, pressing it into the leg, reaching that right arm up on the diagonal, shoulders nice and open. Hips nice and open, belly nice and open, core switched on for 3, 2, and 1. Right hand lowers down, left arm lifts up. Maybe a little overhead. 3, 2, and 1. Bending front knee, keeping that left arm reaching back. 3, 2, and 1. Windmill the hands down either side of front foot, stepping back into plank, breathing in. Exhale, lower. Inhale, open. Exhale, downward facing dog, 5 breaths, or child's pose, 5 breaths. Nearly at the end of the energizing sequence. Open it up, let it go. Relax head, relax neck. Shoulders drawing inwards towards the midline. One more breath. Inhale up on toes. Exhale, bend knees, step or jump it forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, curl it up, reach it up. Exhale up on toes. Inhale through the midline. Exhale, finding your Tadasana, mountain pose. Let's take 3 breaths here. Well done. All right, a little bit more for the shoulders when you're ready. Inhale, reaching the arms forwards, sinking into your Utkatasana, your chair pose. Feet hip width or feet together, up to you. Palms face up to open through the top of the shoulders. Sink the hips down as you're sitting in the chair, reaching fingers forwards for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reaching arms up, reaching arms back. Hips draw a little forwards and then bend through the knees. Sweeping the arms forwards. Sink back into your chair. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reaching up. Elbows back behind. Sweeping arms through. Exhale, sink into your chair. 3, 2, and 1. Taking hands to the heart, gently twisting over towards your right. Left elbow outside of right leg, pressing palms into one another. Allowing the twist in the body for 3. Maybe tucking chin in, gazing up. 2, and 1. Inhale back to center, reaching arms forwards. Sink it deeper. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale, over towards the left. Right elbow outside of left knee. Palms press into one another. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, hands forward. Sink it a little deeper. And then take the hands down. Well done. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant hands, stepping back. Breathing in. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, opening out. Exhale, hips to heels or roll over toes. Downward facing dog. Well done. Taking a few stabilizing breaths here. And then as you're ready, inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right knee bends, right hip stacks on top of left. Plant right foot down, flip your dog. Reaching through the right hand, maybe nice big circle. And then planting, right hand down, stepping, right foot to the outside of the right hand. Lowering left knee down. Just giving the hips some time to open out. Staying here, or maybe top of the foot on the floor. Pressing the top of the foot into floor, helping to open through the front of the left hip that little more. 3 breaths. Maybe coming down to the forearms if that's available. Maybe palms face up. If it's comfortable, maybe elbows out to the sides, head down to the forehead. Just working with whatever variation works for you. 3, 2, and 1. Coming back onto the hands if you're not already there. And then let's bend to the left knee, drawing the heel in towards the buttock. Let's stretch that right arm forward if that's available. Maybe reaching all the way back and hugging the heel in towards the buttock. Really opening even more through that left hip. Maybe twisting a little more through the spine to open the chest. 3, 2, and 1. Gently turning the chest back towards the floor, releasing that front foot, planting through your right hand, and then slowly, slowly shuffling right foot over towards left hand, right knee draws down towards the floor, and shuffle your left leg back. So we find ourselves in pigeon pose. Just checking in with that back foot, making sure it's in alignment with the shin. And if you're already feeling it, maybe you're just staying here. Just letting your hands support you. If you're wanting to feel it a little more, you just draw the body weight a little further over towards the extended leg. If you're quite comfortable here, coming down onto the forearms. Maybe palms face up to open through the shoulders. Maybe again, allowing forehead all the way down, elbows out to the side, shoulders away from the ears. Let's take 10 breaths here. Nice deep full breaths into our whole back body. After all of our standing poses, it can be really nice just to open everything up. If you're on the forearms, just making sure you're pressing down through the elbows to still open through the shoulder joints so we're not collapsing through the upper spine. Lower ribs drawing in helps us to engage the core as well and support the mid-spine. By pressing down through the legs, we support the lower back because we engage the buttocks, engage the surrounding muscles of the deep core. Letting your body start to slow down that little bit more as we enter into more of the stretch phase, out of the strengthening phase. Three more breaths. Well done. If you've come all the way down, as you're ready, making your way back up onto the hands. Starting to tuck the back toes and finding your downward facing dog and pendling through the legs, just giving a bit of length to that right leg. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And then as you're ready, planting your right foot, left leg lifts. Left knee bends, left hip stacks on top of right. And then if it's all right here, maybe ground that left foot behind the right and you flip your dog. Reaching through those left fingers, maybe a nice big circle. And then grounding your left hand down and step your left foot to the outside of the left hand. Right knee draws down. And just playing around with it a little as the hips get used to this opening, degree of opening. A little movement can always be nice just to help stretch out all the surrounding muscles so it's not just all the one stretch. Our back toes were tucked, but now we're going to untuck them. We're going to press the top of the foot into the floor to help open through the front of that right hip. We're taking nice deep breaths into where we're feeling the stretch. And if you're pretty good here, maybe we come down onto the forearms. Maybe palms face up to broaden across the shoulders. Maybe chin tucks in to open through the back of the neck. Maybe we come all the way down onto the hands and the forehead comes down if that's available. And we'll take 3 breaths here. And then as you're ready, drawing back up onto the hands if you came down. From here, maybe bending the right knee, drawing the heel in towards the buttocks, staying here or reaching the left arm forwards, up, back, maybe drawing the heel in towards you, maybe turning the chest a little more towards the sky. Breathing into where you feel the stretch. Slight micro bend in the right elbow. Two more breaths. One more breath. And gently releasing the gaze forward, releasing the back leg. Nice work. From here, as you're ready, we're going to lift the hips a little and heel toe that left foot over towards the right wrist. If the heel's closer towards the knee, that's fine. It just means that the hips are quite tight. Otherwise, the foot is up towards the right wrist and the toes are flexed. Lowering the left knee down behind the left wrist and shuffle that right leg back, just checking that the toes are in alignment with the shin. Nice deep breaths here as the body gets used to this stretch. Nice work. Staying here, or if it feels okay, coming down onto the forearms, just making sure there's space between the ears and the shoulders. Palms can face up or face down, depending on what feels good for you. And again, the option is to have the hands on the floor, elbows out to the sides, forehead down. Body weight draws over towards the extended foot for a little bit more intensity. We're going to take 10 breaths here. Really breathing into where you feel it. As you finish your 10th breath, slowly drawing yourself back up. Starting to tuck the back toes. Finding your downward facing dog nice and slowly, just pedaling through those legs gently. And then as you're ready, let's allow the knees down to the floor. Hands under the shoulders, a little bit more of a twist for the spine. Inhale, reaching right arm up. Exhale, right arm draws back behind, threading it through to the left side. Right shoulder comes down, right ear comes down, side of head comes down. Stretching through right fingers. Pressing into left hand to help you open through the chest. If you're comfortable here, reaching that left arm up, maybe back behind, maybe bind. Take 5 breaths here. And then perhaps reaching up and then overhead. 5 breaths. Upper arm in alignment with the ear. Palm extending forwards. 4 more. And then the left arm draws in. Pressing into the hands, unwind up. Reaching up, reaching back, drawing down, straight over to the other side. Inhale, left arm up. Sweeping arm back, behind and through to the right side. Left side of head comes down. Reach through those fingers. Keep the hips lifted. Press into right hand to open through the chest. Spiraling those left ribs under a little more. Then inhale, opening out, maybe bind. Rolling right shoulder back, behind. Maybe tucking chin in, gazing up. Just to stretch out through the neck. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Toes are still tucked. 3 more breaths. Inhale to release the bind. Turn the gaze to the left thumb. Right arm overhead, stretching through the fingers. Let's take 5 breaths here, stretching out through that whole right side. And then drawing right hand in. Inhale, left arm up. Sweeping it back, behind and down. Untucking the toes, taking the hips back towards the heels. Hands come behind the feet, bending into the elbows, pressing into the heels of the hands, opening through the chest, maybe engaging the buttocks, lifting the hips, maybe walking the hands gently onto the heels, fingers turn around to face the toes, drawing the hips a little further forward, chest opens up a little more, drawing the shoulders towards each other, 5 breaths. If at any time it's too strong for the head and neck, chin can tuck in and gaze along the front of the body. If at any time it's too much for the back bend, hips can come back down. 2 more. Last one. And then gently walking the hands back off the feet, lowering the hips down, chin tucks in. From here, you might choose to grab a cushion and pop it underneath your buttocks so that you're up a little higher. We've actually got the legs to the outside of the knees and the knees are drawing inwards towards each other. This is helping to stretch out through the knee joint. If this flexion is too much, you need to be up a little higher. If you're quite comfortable here, you might not need a cushion. Let's take the backs of the hands to the legs. Backs of hands to the legs, shoulders draw up, back, behind and down, just closing the eyes. Maybe index finger and thumbs touch. Just taking some nice deep breaths here. As you're ready, blinking the eyes open, allowing the hands to the floor, drawing the legs back underneath or the shins back underneath the legs, and then take the hips to one side, legs come out in front. Flexing the toes back towards the shins. Let's inhale the arms up to the sky. Exhale, extend it forward. Inhale, drawing the arms back in and up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, forwards. Palms face up, extending forwards. If you want some resistance, you can grab hold of the feet and draw the little toe side towards you. Press the big toe side forwards. or grabbing hold behind the knees or the legs, drawing the shoulders back behind, the hands want to draw back behind, the legs are pressing forwards, heart's drawing forward. When you feel like you've found your comfortable maximum, let's inhale halfway out. Exhale, draw further forwards. Relax the head in towards the legs. Let's take 5 breaths here. And as you're ready, inhaling up. Bending the knees, drawing the hips towards the heels, feet are hip width apart, torso comes down. From here, shuffle the heels a little closer towards the buttocks. Hands are by the sides, palms face up, press into the feet, inhale, lifting the hips. 5 nice deep breaths into the front of pelvis here, reaching through the fingers. Exhale, lowering down. Beautiful. From here, as you're ready, hands out shoulder height. Separating the feet a little wider and further in front. Windscreen wipe the knees gently from side to side, taking your time. And then allowing the palms to face down and just windscreen wiping a couple more times. And then as you're ready, hugging the knees into chest and extending the legs up towards the sky and pointing, flexing through the toes. Rotating through the ankles. Reaching the arms up to the sky, rotating through the wrists, spreading out through the fingers. And if you're feeling good here, just playing here, have fun with that here. Otherwise, hands by the sides of the body, palms face down, rocking the feet back behind the head, drawing the shoulders towards each other. Heels of the hands draw towards the spine. Elbows press into the floor, so do the shoulders back of head. And then maybe lift the legs up. Weight is through the back of head, top of shoulders and the elbows. Lift the legs as high as you can. Gaze is up towards the sky. If any time you want to come out, just come back out the way we came in, nice and gentle. Use your breath. Maybe having a bit of a play with the legs, just being mindful of whatever's around you. And then as you're ready, lowering the feet back behind the head. Taking the hands out in front, underneath the body, rolling the legs all the way out. As the feet come down, maybe shuffling the legs, the arms a little further under the body. Shoulders draw towards each other, bending the elbows into the floor, lifting up through the chest, head draws back. Nice deep breaths into the chest. Then the chin tucks in, lowering the whole back body down, releasing the hands from under you, allowing your legs to open out a little wider than hip width. Toes flop out to the sides, palms are open, chin tucks into lengthen through the back of the neck. Closing the eyes. And just breathing more space into your entire back and front body. You have worked in every direction. You have opened the circulation everywhere. With each breath, let yourself surrender a little further to the earth. Let yourself surrender to the depth of relaxation that you need. And drift off into the space within. When you're ready, starting to deepen your breath. Using the inhale to create more space and the exhale to create more release. As you feel your breath extend out to the furthest reaches of your body and your being, maybe the fingers and toes begin to move, the wrists, the ankles, the knees, the elbows, the shoulders, the hips. And then maybe reaching the arms above the head and pointing through the toes and wriggling through the hips and just reaching out a little more. Then separating the arms and legs into a bit of a star, stretching out a little more. Then bending the knees and rolling over onto your side, letting the bottom arm be a pillow for the head and the top hand rests in front of the heart as you breathe a bit more space into your back body. Soft face, soft shoulders, soft heart. And as you're ready, slowly drawing yourself up to your comfortable seat. Eyes still closed if you can. Allowing your seat to sink down as your crown rises up. Allowing your palms to face up on your legs. Drawing your thumb, your middle finger and your little finger together in Brahmari Mudra, the mudra of breath, the bumblebee breath. This is a humming breath that helps to clear out the mind and also the nasal passages. It also loosens the jaw. We breathe in normally and exhale in a hum. And we just keep repeating for 4 more breaths when you're ready in your own time. As you're ready, just coming back to your natural breath. And drawing the palms into prayer position at the heart space. Drawing the thumbs to the third eye, to the sky, and sweeping the hands out to the sides and down to the earth as you bow down in gratitude for taking this time to open and surrender to everything. Allowing your body to move in every direction, to open up and explore what is beneath the surface. And breathe with it, move with it, explore it so that you can bring yourself back to full, authentic being. Drawing yourself up, taking the hands to the heart space, closing with 1 round of Om, breathing in. Loka samasta sukhinu bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free, and may the journey of our own lives positively contribute to a better life, love, and freedom for all. In acknowledgement of our practice together, let's bow our heads towards our heart. Namaste. May the light in me acknowledge the light in you. Drawing back up as you're ready. Just opening yourself up nice and big, just like the star that you are. Letting the eyes open as you're ready. Well done, guys. You made it. So if you're still feeling quite jazzed, the invitation is to just spend a bit more time in your shavasana or in meditation or in whatever feels good for you. But otherwise, enjoy your dinner if you haven't had it already. And see you next time.